Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to go over some short recaps of the last couple videos. You can watch them by going back to the channel, but I'm going to get you kind of caught up here. Okay, going to do another greenhouse tour of the next little bit that I've got done. Now they're going to have to go in and do them with metal, because I don't know, I know that zip ties might not last long out here. And then I still have these left to do right here, because I didn't do them yet because I didn't have the aluminum on. It doesn't look great. I don't feel like it looks that great. Hatching, right now I have dirt on it so it doesn't blow away until I got a hub locked on those hubs or zip tied on those hubs down there. Looks like some of it's already coming off there. Yeah, of course. It's looking pretty gnarly right now, like not gnarly as in a good gnarly. Catching water off of the, because I left some extra over here. The idea is that when it rains and pours on this, that it will collect in these. Now, right now there's dirt in there to hold the from the wind, but that rain will collect in these. I already have one trench to draw water away from it on the other side of the mound, and I think I'm going to run just like this, a little trench, and I think I'm going to do a water catchment somewhere down here. And I do have enough plastic liner left. That's just a temporary thing. Obviously the bugs and anything who wants some water will chew right through them. Zip tying, and I tried to do it really tight, but I think some of them were a little loose, but they're holding. I need to do those ones. She walked right by me. I'm literally sitting here in my car. See, here's my car door right there. She walked right behind my car. And she's just walking around right by me. Well, good morning. She's like right by me. I guess the wildlife's getting used to me. So until I get a much better overall shade cover, I'm using one that I had with me on this side, and then I got the two camel ones over there, but now I have to either get, I'm just gonna have to go buy a ladder, but anyway, I have to get that pulled back up under the vent because I can see with the vents open, so I'm sure that the air is getting out there. And then I also would like to hang that, since I thought it was broken, but it still seems to be working. And that's, but I also need to make sure it gets enough sun to, yeah, okay, that'll be fun. So this is where the hub thing was, is I had the wires coming through the hubs right there, but I can't put the outside thing on, and I was zip tying it, but I think I'm going to wire it now with the wires going through it, because where they're going around the bag on the outside right there, obviously you can't get around the ring that was made to hold two plastics, actually, so you can have a double. You can see the zip tie dome videos on their channel, and I think you can also go to ziptiedome.com. I believe that's their website. Either way, but they have videos showing you how this is a special make. This is one of their other hubs looks like, because this way you can put plastic on the outside and plastic on the inside, create a bubble for your greenhouse. So I obviously wanted this kind, but I'm finding it also incredibly helpful to just wire and hold things. So what I did is I went ahead and put the outside plastic on. See, it's on there, okay, but there, you can see it a little bit better through here. And I also went back to see if it would be easier to do with wire. So this one has zip tie and wire. I do like the wire. And then I just took the wiring that I did have going through here, and I wrapped it around the legs. I was able to, by unwiring it, lift it just enough to get those outside things on the plastic tight, and then I rewired it. Probably too much details, as you guys can kind of see. I rewired it, but I kind of like that this rim is here, even though it's wired around the legs and back over, and then around to this side. Here, they're about 50 pounds each. So so each hub has 100 pounds holding it down, so 1,000 pounds. It should be so far, and we have very strong winds here in Arizona. So far, it's holding up. And I might even take these wires here and take them around this a little bit more, and maybe even get an extension wire and grab these together. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I also planted a few more things. Not just this one. I don't think I showed this in the last video, but I planted a few more things. Want to get as many things going as possible here. Oh, and these, I know on some of the channels they recommend, if you've seen other build channels with a zip tie dome, they recommend cutting these off, which is these industrial strength ones are very difficult to cut. But I find that I could just roll them and tuck them in, and they actually seem to stay there pretty darn good. So, oh, that one slipped out. Of course, just because I said that. If you stuck them in straight, they seem to stay on there pretty good. So I'm going with that. I just have to that one has 2 wires. There, I went 2 wires, 1 wire, 2 wires, 1 wire. So with the 1 wire, hopefully if I have enough of it, I will just kind of come up the back with it and wind it around these 2 up here after I get the plastic, because I need to do that in order to just be able to lift this hub just enough to get the plastic around this whole rim. But anyway, next. I hope you've been enjoying these different stages of me putting up this greenhouse dome using the Zip Tie Domes kit, and I'm just going to continue to work on it till I feel like it's going to hopefully adequately hold for 6 months to a year. But don't forget to see the other videos of the different stages on my channel and other art projects and things that I have. That was a task from hell. And a few of them, I don't know if you can see how well this one's kind of wired down. And I think with the hubs, I just did one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to, I figured out how to do a figure 8 kind of on top of some of the hubs and more wiring just to do it, because that one looks pathetic. And I also, the very last hub I did, even though I've got more wiring to go on it, I've figured out I can use the shovel to leverage the bar and lift the hub. I've been using my legs and my back and just sheer strength the whole time. And this is like 200 pounds-ish with, and then you have another 50 pounds or whatever of these other tarps and stuff. Maybe not quite 50 pounds because I didn't use the whole roll. I don't know how many pounds extra of the oh, silly girl. So I'm sitting here at the back of my car. They're right there in the bushes. You see them? Oh, they're wandering away now. I don't know if you can hear them. They're so cute. See them? I know he moved. So adorable. But yeah, they're right here behind. I'm sitting in the back of my car. There he is. More creative making coming. Like and subscribe today.